Hello. How you doing? Oh, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. This is good stuff. I read that the national mood was low, and I wanted to fix it. So here we are. Let's get started. Here we go. And after everything, the packing up and the packing in, she says life is just an accident, an act of luck and fate. And in her living room, she pours a drink and toasts to me and says, here's to our liberty. Why should we have to wait? 'Cause of the twists and turns that I discern for what they mean. It's your first ride in a limousine that you remember the most. And it's the taste on your lips when you take a little sip of the anisette, the cool drag on a cigarette, sweet as it ever gets. And it's the sound of the band at the hometown dance and the night we met, the chimes and the castanets. It's as sweet as it ever gets. Sweet as it ever gets. That's all that you can say sometimes when life leaves you out on a line with nowhere to go. She said love is like a summer night or the early spring. You don't look too hard at the thing, you just gotta let it roll. 'Cause of the lessons learned from the years I sterned away from shore, searching for something more. Well, what do you know? That it's the taste on your lips when you take a little sip of the anisette, the cool drag on a cigarette. That's as sweet as it ever gets. And it's the sound of the band at the hometown dance and the night we met, the chimes and the castanets. It's as sweet as it ever gets. And after everything, the packing up and the packing in, she says life is just an accident, an act of luck and fate. All right, good afternoon. How we doing? I can't really see the YouTube chat. Somebody let me know if it's working over there. So that's a newer song that's coming out on a very exclusive project later on this year, and so is this. This is going to be on that as well. So you're getting the goods over here on Uppers and Downers. Don't tell anyone you never got what you paid for. All right. Here we go. When you were young and your mom was in charge and you saw the whole world from the back of a car, it was easy to see how someday you could be something big. But now you're grown and you make all the rules. You can stand on your head, you can sleep in the pool, and you don't have to clean, and you don't have to say that you did. Oh, you get lonely sometimes when the stars don't shine, and you get a little drunk some nights wishing you were a kid again, wanting someone to hold your hand. Nobody's coming to get you, baby. Nobody's coming to get you. Nobody's going to make this easy. Nobody's coming to set you up with a house on the hill, with a bottle of pills and a nice set of china to eat all your meals. Well, it's sad, but it's true. Nobody's coming to get you. There was a time not so long ago when you felt like a champ from your head to your toes, and you bought every lie that your professor sold to you. They said your fate was the sword of the moon, and your writing was great, and you were pretty too. Then they asked you to dinner so they could better understand what you do. Ah, and you truly believed in a matter of time you'd be ready to go, and the stars would align. So you step outside, waiting upon your ride. Nobody's coming to get you, baby. Nobody's coming to get you. Nobody's going to make this easy. Nobody's coming to set you up with a house on the hill, with a bottle of pills and a nice set of china to eat all your meals. Well, it's sad, but it's true. Nobody's coming to get you. Oh, you get lonely sometimes when the stars don't shine, and you get a little drunk some nights, wishing you were a kid again, wanting someone to hold your hand. Nobody's coming to get you, baby. Nobody's coming to get you. Nobody's going to make this easy. Nobody's coming to set you up with a house on the hill, with a bottle of pills and a nice set of china to eat all your meals. Well, it's sad, but it's true. Nobody's coming to get you. Nobody's coming to get you. Nobody's coming to get you. Thank you. All right, so we're going to enter a new segment here. This segment is called What's in This Stack of Records? Usually my records are really well organized, but, you know, things are weird right now. And I'm wearing sweatpants, which I've never done while playing music for people before. So this is uncharted territory. First thing in my stack, oh my God, it's my new record. Here it is, Selling Things for You. That's the first thing in my stack, so that tells you how self-involved I am. Next up, my friend Mark Hadley, who goes by the name Hark Madley, has a new record out, and it's called The Future Is the Question. And he was on top of that before all this happened, so this is that's sort of his brilliance. He knew before all of us. He used to call me, and he would be really existentially concerned, and I would tell him it was all going to be okay. And look where we are now. Look where we are. Oh, my goodness. What do we have here? Oh, this is my buddy Ken Yates' new record, Quiet Talkers. Oh, look at this. One might say that I planned this, but this is actually just my stack of records that I'm carrying right now. So pre-order Ken's new record. It's fabulous. Let's see what else we got here. Dawes, a band called Dawes. They're not friends of mine, but I bet we would be friends if they would give me a chance. So if any of you guys are friends with Dawes, if you could let them know, I'm interested in their friendship. Okay, I think it's time for our next song. I saw a request for this. Let's see, we got this. So this goes out to Mags in the UK, who likes this song. Okay, here we go. got up and packed in the evening, shook the sleep from my eyes. There's always something about leaving this city at night. Waited around for a second, but then the second was gone. I guess it's about time I should be getting on. And now I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown, thinking about how crazy this life has been lately, and no one's gonna save me now. He said, kid, where are you heading? I said, that's a good question. He laughed and said, you'll figure it out. But I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown. At 17, I was ready to go on a gust of wind, a lonely prisoner of my own soul and my innocence. In the homecoming queens with the high school dreams in the early fall, lived out their glorious scenes, then died at the shopping mall. And I went riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown, thinking about how crazy this life has been lately, and nothing's gonna save me now. He said, kid, where are you heading? I said, that's a good question. He laughed and said, you'll figure it out. But I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown. Well, some people can just say what they want, they just know. Others fight to find out, they can only say what they don't. And some people waste the days away waiting on a reason to live. And some people get dressed and they go out looking for it. So I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown, thinking about how crazy this life has been lately, and nothing's gonna save me now. She says, kid, all I know is you can stay or you can go, but you better move fast now, pal. So we're riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown. Yeah, I'm riding in the backseat in this old taxi, heading through a tunnel downtown. All right, that was for Mags in the UK. Hope you guys are all staying safe over there. I have been going a bit stir crazy. Last night I wanted to go for a walk on the Upper West Side, but I figured that was probably not particularly safe, so I ended up just staring at live cams of the Upper West Side for an hour. My wife came in and asked me what I was doing. I couldn't really answer that, but you know, it's all happening. All right, I got a request for this. Let's see if I remember it this time. Here we go. You take a deep breath and you step outside the front door of the house where you were raised, where you first laid your hands on a piano, where you cried and you laughed And you leave now without knowing what to say, and out into the world where people ask you lots of questions, but no one ever seems to understand a word. They're just worried about their side of the conversation. And it's just not what you thought, but it's really not all bad. And I'm not really all that bad, am I? Just a little off a center, a little outside what it was you had in mind. Well, I wrote you a song, but the words just didn't fit, and the chords, they all fell wrong, but it stayed stuck in my head. So consider this the placeholder, and I'll be the steady shoulder. I'll be the one who soldiers on after everybody's gone. Well, alright, you know I came here for a reason, and I'm not leaving till it's time. It doesn't look like what you wanted, but on and on we climb. Well, you can carry on pretending for your whole entire life that you ever got to know anyone, and fall out of favor with the flavor of the month. Go home and watch TV, crawl up inside your sheets, or you can go another round or two and swear the fight you thought you had is really what's inside of you. Well, I know that I can stand to take the hit, though I've been told that I should quit. I could pack up and cut my losses, grab my favorite coat and split, but I just can't say goodnight. So they'll turn the lights off on me if they need to. And hey, maybe all we need to do is wait around a few. So I'll be the placeholder when it seems all but over, and all the drunks are sober. Well, I'll be the last to hold her, and that's alright, 'cause I came here for a reason, and I'm not leaving till it's time. It doesn't look like what you wanted, but on and on we climb. All right. That's a song called, what is that called? Placeholder. It was supposed to be recorded for Selling Things, and then we cut it at the last second. It's a nice little ditty. Okay, let's do let's promote the new record. The new record is called Selling Things. You probably already have it if you're watching this. If you don't, I highly recommend it while the mail still works. But in the meantime, we're gonna bang out the title track right now. This is called Selling Things. Here we go. Lately you've been selling things, jackets that don't fit, guitars with old strings that just sat on a wall, waiting on a friend. Oh, and truly you tried, but you couldn't make time for all of them. Lately you've been staying home, waiting out the weather and dreaming alone. It's just a phase, you say, watching the days on end. Oh, and truly you tried, but you couldn't make time for all of them. You're feeling strange, but you don't know why. Disappointed in the meaning of life, well, just stay inside. You know it don't need that much to survive. Well, lately you've been selling things, records you bought that you thought you'd listen to at some point soon. You say, I guess it got away from me. Oh, and truly you tried, you couldn't make time for all of these. Here's some luggage that you never used when you were 7 years younger and you thought you'd do something somewhere else. And then it just kind of sat on the shelf. And here's some art that you thought was good, but it didn't make you happy like you thought it would, and it cost a lot. Oh, but you thought it was worth a shot. Lately you've been selling things, jackets that don't fit, guitars with gold strings that you sat on a wall, waiting on a friend. Oh, and truly you tried, but you couldn't make time for all of them. Honey, truly you tried, but you couldn't make Let's see what happens here. Oh, I think it's good. Hello. You guys can hear me. This is not about you. This is about the 21 people who are apparently still watching on YouTube for whatever reason, man. I don't know. All right, we're gonna roll on. What else do we want to hear? What else? I want to play. What do I want to play? What do I want to play today? Okay, we're good. See, look at that. I'm like a technician. I did it all. Oh my God, everything's exploding right now. Okay, don't. Oh God. Oh, they want Graveyard. Okay, this is the theme song to this show. It's going to be called Graveyard, or the theme from Uppers and Downers, like Mrs. Robinson was the theme from The Graduate, and then we'll do all the other ones too, because I literally have nothing to do today except this. All right. Well, there I am. This is what I got. I see your hand raise you the thought, and I caught wind of a sacred storm. I thought I was right, I guess I was wrong. And there is a graveyard filled with the brave hearts of young lovers and minute men, singing, nobody knows me, nobody knows me, nobody knows who I am. If you need a friend to play pretend, well, that's what I am, that's what I am. If you need an extra, a free set of hands, well, I can be your man, 'cause that's what I am. And there is a graveyard filled with the brave hearts of art students and unknown bands, singing, nobody knows me, nobody knows me, nobody knows who I am. There's a soul in the embers that no one remembers, the people you pass on your way to meet the man. They all say, nobody knows me, nobody knows me, nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows me, nobody knows me, nobody knows who I am. Oh yeah, the brand new hit song from Uppers and Downers, live for you. Are you going to release this song somewhere soon? That one came out post record, so that was going to be on the next record, unless I go through some very, very, very deep changes in the next couple of years. But let's reel it back in. Okay, Nighthawk, we could do that. Yeah, let's do that. For a true friend, you always knew when the work was laid, when the bill was paid. And I rode the night bus I swore that I was not to try and stay, but oh, my heart gets lonely when no one seems to care, and I can't put that on you only. No, that would not be fair, but still I find I'm saying, oh, my Amy, could you blame me? There's so much I want to say, but words just lead me far astray. I don't know why, I fear I might die every time you walk away. For a grown man, I sure haven't grown into how I feel. Scared hands on the steering wheel, and outside the Nighthawk, I told you my love for you was real. I said, oh, my heart gets lonely, and I know yours does too. Don't you wanna get to know me the way that I know you? You just gotta understand me now. Oh, my Amy, could you blame me? There's still so much I wanna say, but words just lead me far astray. I don't know why, I fear I might die every time you walk away. Oh, my darling, I feel it starting. Oh, that fragile, tender ache every time the fever breaks. And I don't know why, I check the night sky just to make sure that I'm alive, so I can see you one more time, then feel the same old pain every time you walk away. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you with one last song because my manager's here and she says I have stuff to do. Not here in the house, here in the chat. But otherwise, I would have stayed all day. But, you know, defer to her. J.K. Martin at marionettemanagement.com, mgmt.com. Any complaints, go to her. I'll leave you with this one last song. And then, what else is coming up? Saturday night, I'm going to be doing a live concert from here for 7 Steps Up at 8 o'clock. We're gonna fundraise for them. They're a great venue that's in need of some help. What else is coming up? I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of right now. Buy the record if you don't have it. I'll put it in the mail for you. I'll sign it. I'll draw things on it. I can do whatever you want. I do lyrics. We'll do whatever. I'll read from the Jodie Sweetin book. Whatever you want. I'm here for you. So, all right. This one. I don't know what happens next. Perhaps I'm stupid, but I thought more or less there'd be a lesson here for me to discern. Maybe I missed it, or there's nothing here to learn. But if you walk me home and let me ramble on, you might find a little comfort in the world I roam. I wanna be your friend. Don't let me end this night alone. There's not a light in the sky, and you can almost feel the anger in the motherless night as the gunshots in the projects accrue. But I won't hesitate to take a bullet for you, and if you walk me home and let me ramble on, you might find up tomorrow in your lonely little room, there's a chance we could both be dead by then. Life is what happens when you've got no plans, and if you walk me home and you just come undone, you might find a little comfort in the world I roam. I wanna be your friend, don't let me end this night alone. Some say that words are just words. I say, slip me the chorus, give me verse after verse. I'm so sick of feeling sick all the time, but just a little back and forth can ease your worried mind. If you walk me home and let me ramble on, you might find a little comfort in the world I roam. I wanna be your friend, don't let me end this night alone. So what's it gonna be? They're cleaning off the tables and they want us to leave. We could call a couple cars and be gone. We can be strangers if that's what you want, or you can walk me home and let me ramble on. You might find a little comfort in the world I roam. I wanna be your friend, don't let me end this night alone. Thank you guys. Have a good one.